Welcome to Unleash Your Inner Witch, your guide to the enchanting realm of witchcraft and spirituality. Get ready to tune into today's episode as we unlock the secrets of the craft, providing you with the essential knowledge and tools to explore and unleash your inner witch. Welcome back to Unleash Your Inner Witch podcast. Today we are talking about secrets of the Sabbats. The Sabbats are 8 sacred festivals celebrated by witches and pagans, marking the natural cycles of the earth. It's known as the Wheel of the Year, and these festivals honor the balance of light and dark, the shifting of seasons, and our connection to nature. Though Wiccans popularized this structure in modern times, its roots stretch back thousands of years. The Wheel of the Year turns with 8 Sabbats, each aligned with the Earth's cycles. We start with Samhain as pagans and witches, the Witches' New Year. That marks the beginning of our let's start anew. And then we go to Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltane, Litha, Lughnasadh, and Mabon to get us through those darker months, coming back around through Samhain again. These festivals were originally tied to the land, the harvest, and the movement of celestial bodies. So before fixed calendars, they were tracked by the seasons of the moon and the growth of crops. The solstices and equinoxes divide the year into 4 key moments, and then there are cross-border festivals that fall between them, marking significant shifts in energy and life cycles of the planet. Now Samhain, October 31st, November 1st, it's the overnight, is the Witches' New Year. It marks the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter. It's time to honor those who have passed, so it's honoring the ancestors and the thinning of the veil between the worlds. It's to acknowledge the ever-turning cycle of life and death. Traditionally, people light candles, set out offerings for their ancestors, because they believe this night allows spirits to visit more freely with that thinning of the veil. Many people also use this time for deep divination, seeking insight from beyond, and bonfires and feasting celebrate the thinning of the veil between the worlds as well. Yule is held at the winter solstice, so that falls generally between December 20th and December 23rd, so it is directly on that solstice, celebrating the rebirth of the sun. Yule is the winter solstice, so it's the longest night of the year. It marks the rebirth of the sun as the days start to lengthen after that. It is a time of renewal. It's a time of hope. It's a time of reflection. And it's often celebrated with evergreen decorations, candlelight, and feast. So just like traditional Christmas, evergreen trees, candlelight, family dinners. The burning of the Yule log symbolizes warmth and protection through the cold months, and gifts and gatherings strengthen the bonds of community and family. Now, Imbolc is held on Candlemas. That's February 1st through 2nd, that overnight. It's about the awakening of the earth. Imbolc symbolizes the first stirrings of spring, when the earth begins to awaken from winter's hold. It's the time of purification, inspiration, and preparation for the season of growth ahead. It is often associated with Bridget, the goddess of hearth and home. Imbolc rituals include lighting candles, blessing seeds to be planted, and cleansing sacred spaces. This Sabbath invites introspection and renewal because it encourages personal and spiritual awakenings. The next one, and the one we have coming up here very soon, is Ostara. It is about balance and new beginnings. Ostara is held on the spring equinox, so that's between March 19th and March 23rd. It celebrates the balance of light and darkness because this is the night when day and night are equal. It is a festival of fertility, of growth, and fresh starts. It's often symbolized with eggs and rabbits and budding flowers. Many honor this time by planting those seeds that were blessed at Imbolc, both literal and symbolically, and manifest intentions for the coming months. As the world bursts into life, Ostara invites you to embrace change and step forward with renewed energy. Beltane is another cross festival. It's held the night of April 30th to May 1st. sometimes just held directly on May 1st, May Day. It's about fire and fertility. So it's a fire festival of passion, vitality, and the union of the goddess and the horned god, marking the height of spring and the coming of summer. For Beltane, we have bonfires that are lit. We bless the land. We encourage fertility and strengthen protection for the community. And this fertility isn't just about human fertility and giving birth. It is about the fertility of the land, the fertility of the crops, the fertility of the animals, but also a blessing for those of us trying to conceive. Traditionally, it's a time of joyous celebration. There's dancing around the maypole. Again, that symbolizes that sacred union of divine energies. And Beltane invites you to embrace pleasure, creativity, and the full expression of life's vibrancy. Litha, on between June 19th and June 31st is the summer solstice, so we're celebrating the power of the sun. It's the longest day of the year. It celebrates the peak of the sun's power. It's a time of abundance, strength, and honoring the light before it begins its gradual decline. Many celebrate with bonfires again, feasting, and rituals of protection and prosperity. This is also a time to acknowledge personal power and align with the fullness of our potential, harnessing the energy of the sun for our transformation. When we come into Lunasaw, also known as Lammas by the Wiccans, that is August 1st to 2nd. It is about the first harvest. It is the first of 3 harvest festivals. We're celebrating the grain and the bounty of the land now. It's a time for gratitude, recognizing the hard work that has led to abundance while preparing for the darker months ahead. And again, it's not just about the grain, it's about our personal hard work, recognizing the abundance we have brought into our lives and preparing for the rest of the season. Traditional observances include baking breads, sharing feasts, honoring cycles of life and death. This Sabbat teaches the balance of sacrifice and reward, reminding us to appreciate what we've sown. Mabon is our autumn equinox. It is the second harvest of the 3 harvest festivals. It is held on that equinox between September 20th and 23rd, and it's about balance. Another moment of that balance between light and dark. It is a time of reflection, gratitude, and preparation, because now at this time in history we would have been storing crops, and we're doing so because now the days are beginning to wane and our nights are growing longer. This time is often celebrated with feasts as well, and offerings as thanks for the harvest. We have rituals of Thanksgiving, recognizing the importance of both giving and receiving. And as the wheel of the year turns, Mabon invites us to embrace the transitions of life with grace and wisdom. And from there, we would go back into Samhain and start this cycle again. The wheel of the year serves as a guide. It reminds us that the flow of life is ever changing. It reminds us of the importance of balance and our deep connection to Earth's rhythms. Each Sabbat offers an opportunity to pause, reflect, and align with the shifting energies of nature. By honoring these sacred times, we strengthen our spiritual practice, and we cultivate a deeper awareness of the cycles that shape our Earth and our journey. So as you reflect on the lessons and the energies of the Sabbats as they come around, consider how you can incorporate these celebrations into your own path. For today's magical challenge, as you reflect on the lessons and energies that we've talked about today, if you're watching this at airing time, which should be around March 18th, Mabon is coming up. It's this weekend. So I invite you to create your own seasonal altar this week for Mabon. If you're watching it at another time, just think of the next Sabbath in line and write that altar, or create that altar. Gather symbols and items that resonate with the Sabbath. Seasonal fruits, seasonal herbs, symbols representing the energies of that specific celebration. Take time to meditate at your altar and connect with the cycle of nature and the wisdom that it is offering you. Each day of the festival, if you want to do the day before, the day of, and the day after, light a candle and express gratitude for the blessings in your life, and allow this practice to deepen your connection with the season and enhance your understanding of the magic that surrounds you. For your journaling prompt today, let's write about the Sabbats in general. What does the concept of the Sabbats mean to you personally? You can reflect on one Sabbat that resonates with you and consider how you can deepen your connection to its energies and themes in your spiritual practice, or you can write a little bit about all of them. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the sacred Sabbats today. And remember, each celebration holds its own unique energy and teaching that can enrich our lives and deepen our spiritual practices. Embrace the cyclical nature of life and death and let the wisdom of the seasons guide you. Until next time, may you find balance and joy in your own path, and may your heart be open to the magic that unfolds in your life. Until we meet again, I'm Scotia Morgaine, and this is Unleash Your Inner Witch. Remember to dedicate at least 10 minutes per day to meditation, consciously cultivate positive thoughts, and continue exploring the power of gratitude. May your days be filled with positivity and enchantment. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and follow us on social media for more spellbinding content.